Okay.
I am going to inform you today on on the facts of educating your preteen daughter. When someone mentions the birds and the bees, it tends to make us want to squirm. Most of us either remember the talk, or in my case, the lack thereof. I once had a friend tell me, when your children are grown, you will never say that you wish you could clean your house more, but you will always say you wish you had spent more time with your children. The thought that haunts my mind is, I've always wished that my mother had talked to me and educated me more, rather than letting me figure things out for myself. I don't want my daughter to have to grow up wishing the same thing. I want to educate her and communicate with her to ensure that we have an open line of communication. Last year I started that line of communication with my daughter and would like to share with you some of the information I found to be useful. Let's start with educational tools available to parents to aid them in talking to their preteen daughters. Cox Hospitals offers a What's Happening to Me, a mother-daughter dialogue. And I took my daughter to that last year, and they walked them through everything from shaving their legs to wearing deodorant to what's going to be changing in their body, and they went over what to expect when they first experienced their first period and the products and different ways to use them and that type of thing. And one of the other things that they offered there was a book that was the American Girl book, and I have that here, and it's The Caring and Keeping of You, the body book for girls, and this book has been a wonderful tool. It's got everything from, there again, hygiene, showering, wearing your deodorant. It walks them through everything, and the best thing about this is they can read it in their room, and they can go through the steps. And I know for my daughter, when she first got it, she would read this, and it would tell her to do this and this and this before she went to bed, and she was doing it every night. So it is a very, very good tool. One of the other things that I have found is, and it happens to be the American Girl magazine. I had never heard of it, but we got a free copy in the mail, and this has everything in it and articles for them to read and to help them and to inform them and educate them. So that is another tool that you can use for them to read and get answers for themselves. And then if they don't know, they can come talk to you. But once you educate them, you do want them to be able to answer questions for them. You want to be able to help them with the questions that they might have. Make sure you keep the conversation relaxed and comfortable. You don't want them to feel nervous about talking to you or asking you questions. You want to be able to answer them for them. And one way that can help is by sharing your own personal experience or story with your daughter. Maybe telling her what you learned as a teenager. And then the internet is another useful source. There's many websites out there that you can use. One of them that I found was Kids Health, and another one was the Mayo Clinic, but there's numerous websites out there. If you look on the internet, and you can find the answers, and you can help your daughter by looking for the answers that you maybe don't have. And then finally, I'd like to share with you the bonding opportunities that are available. As your daughter is finding her way to becoming a young woman, you're going to have struggles. She's going to come to you with things, and then maybe there will be times she won't. Maybe she doesn't want to share or to talk to you, and you will have struggles. And then with the changing hormones, they're going to have times that they're maybe irritable or just not feeling their greatest. And so you may struggle through that. And then knowing how to be a parent, but also their friend. You don't want to just be their best friend and forget that you are the parent and that you need to be guiding them. But you can also be their friend to where they do feel comfortable coming and talking to you. And then the other thing is trust. You want them to be able to trust you. You want to be able to trust them. So in educating them, you want them to know that if they come to you, that they can talk to you. You're not going to tell someone else about what they talked to you about, and just really guide them. So today I've shared with you how to talk with and educate your preteen daughter. I started with gathering educational tools that will aid you in talking to your daughter. followed by making sure you're prepared to answer the questions that your daughter might have. And then finally, how you can use this as a bonding time with your daughter. All of us here at one time were preteen girls, or maybe you have daughters of your own that are or will be preteens. There are resources available to help make this a less stressful time for your daughter and for yourself as well. They are only preteens once, so let's enjoy them.